it through the ground. Oops. There now. Okay, so that's done. Let's go see our truck. See if it's time to run down to the BGA again yet. Oh, it's stopped filling. That could be a good sign, or not. So it filled for about as long as I was sat in the truck, and then as soon as we got out it decided, yeah, we're done. Okay then, let's position that in the middle, and it looks like we also have the added problem of, oh no we didn't, you know what, I know, we didn't, well that's on. Okay. Apparently you have to turn them on every time. So we will do that more frequently, I guess. Slip that underneath there. And I probably need to do that. There now. Okay, we fixed that. I think that's because we don't. You have to basically turn them on every time you start a new session. So I save it, I reload it, and it needs to be restarted every time. But we can sit here and watch that happen. Actually, this isn't too bad now. We've got all our fields planted that we need to get planted right now. So as I was saying, these were soybean fields, so I can plant a cereal crop in both of them. I'm actually this is the smaller of, which is, I was thinking this one's the smaller of the two, but on reflection, I don't think it is. I think it's a different shape. Doesn't matter. I'm considering planting sugar beets in this field, which is different, but something that might be worth looking at. This field I'm going to do rye, but it is a small field. I mean, it's basically it's wheat, wheat, barley, or rye, or corn. I ain't doing corn, so it is what it is. This one I'm going to do sunflowers. So I don't have a field ready for canola. I would love to buy some of these fields. Probably not that one because it's a contract field. And 27 is also a contract field, and 38 and 32. 27 up here somewhere. Oh yeah. 32. Oh, that small field there. But it looks like a lot of the fields on this are not. Is that an available field? Don't know. Are not contract capable. There's a lot of the small grass fields are. But with those, you do run the risk of not being able to create all the bales that you need in order to complete the contract. Anyway, let's go back to here and see what's what. So yeah, so that's the plans for this year. I want some more equipment. I want some more land. Land would mean we grow faster from next year. But I do need a medium tractor. That's interesting. That's getting quite empty. How much do we have in here? Oh, we're getting down to just over a truckload. 62. Yeah, if we get up to 47, I'm thinking potentially that's one full truckload left in the bunker. Let's keep going until it stops. That will be good. Well, at the worst, we've got one more trip, and then we're done. Very close either way. I'm probably going to end up with about 26 litres left in the... Nope, there we go. So... carry 48, so 4,000 litres short, or too much for another full load. That's annoying, but it is what it is. And we've got the silo backs on there, which we can use for grass if we get another grass cut. Doesn't look like we are going to though. Though technically our harvesting season goes all the way through to early winter. So it's possible we could gut that grass. It's not going to be dry enough for hay. And the weather's not going to be dry enough or warm enough to dry it to hay. So the only option for that field would be to load it back in the silage bunker and allow it to do what it does. What does it do? Yeah, words escape me. We'll drive on the wrong side for now. Wow, busy afternoon, lunchtime. Oop. Now the other thing I wasn't sure about, I thought this truck also had the option of a sort of an AR frame style attachment on the back, rather than using it as a semi-truck. I'm not sure. So I think that's something I'm going to need to look at. Oh, and I did find a tractor that does allow for double thin or double narrow tyres. And it's a class. So I might look at getting it. Has very limited options. I think it's wheel and engine, 2 engine sizes. But it is an older model. Let's try not to roll it. There we go. Okay, let's get out and have a look at the counter. Speed up time a bit. So, yeah. Was there something? Yeah, this stuff. 20,000 litre tipper. I think that's a trailer for it. There's a field. Road tyres. That's expensive though. I'm not sure what this is for. What is that? Does it have words? A bale trailer is used to. That's a bale trailer. Okay then. Don't know why it's got the this box on the front, but whatever. As you can see, I've been adding other 21,700. I've got the Metal Tech. I don't know why I've got that, but I have 37,000, 24,000, 18,000. So I've been adding a bunch of tractor hauled trailers too. That one's kind of nice, although it's a little on the small side. That would probably work quite nicely. And at 550. Anyway, a whole bunch of smaller units. So I'm guessing we can get a tipper that goes on the back of this truck. Rather than use it as a semi. I probably won't use the tipper on this playthrough, but I might look at using it on Osa Family Farm. Yeah, getting this truck with a tipper on the back. I think there's another one that's available that does that as well, although I didn't. It's more of an Eastern European style truck rather than a French truck. Okay, 7,000 litres left. Let's help it along its way. I think I'll keep that running at, is that times 15? That way it'll digest more before we get back. I don't really worry about how much time is passing, because it's not like we have anything else to do right this minute. But as I was constantly saying on the Law Faults playthrough, I like a vehicle that has flexibility. So on this playthrough, we're just really using the truck to run from the farm down to here because it's faster than a tractor. Even if it is a little bit or a little less stable. But for trucking around the farm, we'll be using tractors and smaller trailers. So, speaking of which, I still need a tractor to work the front loader for tree felling. Because worst comes to the worst, we can always do some tree chopping in the meantime. Where is this turn? Not even there yet. Now we are. So we don't have a semi logging trailer, and I don't think we need one. I'm happy with the Johnston trailer that we have that can run triple duty of bale trailer, logging trailer, and animal trailer. Although we have the bale collection wagon, so I don't have to stack bales right away. Oh, try not to hit the stack of tyres. Oh. So I'll put this under there and collect another load. So what do we have? Under medium tractors that can have a front loader that's classed as a medium, 159 horse, wheel setup, engine setup. Okay, you're just changing the gearbox, you're not giving me a better engine power. Standard, wide, doubles, narrows. So we got the valve. We've already got Valtra T. I've got the case maximum of 5150. Oh, this is on 150 horse or 132. So those are the two options on that one. Wide, narrow, twins, and standard. You can do change the front weight, but and you can have a front loader. Now this one is a little pricey. Standard, design normal. Oh, that's the blinky lights on the black, on the back. Even, global positioning, engine, 125 to 160. These aren't big tractors. So I'm going to skip that one. So this is the one that comes with the dual narrows, 226 horsepower or 250, good size. Doesn't have a front loader though, and that's what I'm looking for right now. Arian is good, 145. What can we get at? We can get it up to 205. Now my current medium tractor is 270. It does take a front loader. Now the 800 doesn't. Starts at 205, but no front loader. 6R is pricey. 6M is cheaper, but 142 horse. Come on, to 160 weight, way too lower horsepower on that. It's 145 or 175. Case Maxim, 175. T6. I don't think that even gets close. Oh no, it does. 175. This does. This has the horsepower, but you don't get front loader on it. I may need to go hunting for some different tractors. But they're all out of my, those are all out of our current price range. We've got 84,000. Are we going to have some more when we sell all this? How are we getting on here? Oh, we're nearly ready to go. And bunker is nearly empty. So as I said, we got about 5,000 left in the bunker, or 4,000 left in the bunker, which we're going to have to make another trip with. And we might as well get it unloaded completely. And we can sweep it all out and prepare it for the next cut, which may or may not happen in the next 2 days. I think if I do end up cutting the grass and collecting it, it's not going to be a big yield. So I don't think we're going to get a third stage of growth. So home life, we now have a pair of desks, which came earlier on this week. So I'm going to be taking apart all of the computer equipment so I can assemble the desks, remove the old desks. Figure I'm probably going to set the old desks up in the basement for now, and see what we decide to use them for later, as the basement's just full of boxes at the moment, so that all needs to be unpacked, and as the months go on and the days get warmer, it'll be more comfortable to sit down there and unpack everything and find the stuff I need to do things. So, assembling desks is the task for today. Ooh, keep going. We also, our adoption worker got in touch with us yesterday and said, you know what, I didn't receive a response to the email I sent you last week, and we sent it. So, I don't know whether the email servers had a hiccup and ours registered as I sent it, the other one didn't receive it, or if she lost it in all the emails she's doing, because our worker's gone off to, or our main worker I believe has gone off to have a baby, and so she's not working, so the head of the office is looking after our case for now, and then she's probably overworked with everything else that's going on. So we shall see. Ooh, stop. And it's empty. That's nice. I'll just be able to dump the full load on this. It's 4 o'clock. I'm going to slow time down. So we do have one inquiry out. We did hear back from the sibling group, and that came back as they're quite invested in their current community and didn't want to move away, which is fair enough. They're old enough to have that choice. Obviously, it does limit how likely they are to find an adoption if they're only looking for people in their community. You're now relying on somebody actually looking for, you know, one, a sibling group, two, of the age that the siblings are at and who live nearby. So but as I said, we got one inquiry out, and we were contacted early last week, about whether we wanted a a full disclosure meeting, I think they're called, and we sort of said yes, but not Thursday afternoons, because that's when I have most of my office meetings. And unfortunately that email didn't get through, so we heard back from her on Friday to say, I never heard back from you. So sort of, okay. So wife resent the email, although those days are probably not on the cards anymore, since it was last Thursday, last Friday. But we shall see what comes of that. We had also been contacted about another kid that had just come up, which we might be interested in, but they were supposed to send us the information, and I think messages might have got lost when our worker took her extended leave, and so that might not come to anything for right now. Whoa. As far as Michigan lockdown is concerned, apparently churches can now open if they want to. I don't think our church is planning on it right now. We have a fair number of fairly old or fairly, I wouldn't necessarily say unhealthy, but with underlying health conditions, who probably shouldn't be mixing with people, and so I'm guessing we're not going to be doing any open church services for a while because of that. So we should have about 4,000 litres coming in here. Maybe 5.